Hey, so just want to post a quick EDC update. Some items have changed since my last video, so I just wanted to show what I'm carrying, kind of more of a winter carry. What I was carrying in my last video is still awesome, but this is what I'm carrying most of the time right now. So this is my current EDC setup. Similar if you watched my last one, similar concepts and basic ideas apply, but I've made a few substitutions for some different items. So I'm just going to do a quick overview and then I'm going to go a little bit deeper into each of the items here. So for starters, I switched out to an Olight S1 baton from what I was previously carrying, the Streamlight Micro Stream. So a little shorter, but a little fatter. And then I'm still carrying a Leatherman Skelletool pretty much, upgraded to this one, which is a Damascus steel blade, but basically just a Leatherman Skelletool CX. Phone is a Samsung Galaxy S6 in a Magpul field case. Wallet is this guy from the Mastermind Collective. Let me see if I can get focus here. Come on. Here we go. So this is a pretty slick little setup. Cards slide out. And yeah, so I'll go into that a little bit later. Chapstick is just Blistex currently, whatever. And my gun is a G19 with Surefire XC1 with an extra Glock 17 mag. So I switched over to this. Is the Olight S1 baton. And it's a tiny little light, doesn't have a clicky tail switch like I usually like on my lights, but since I switched over to the Glock 19 with XC1, I have a dedicated weapon light to use whenever I need a light on my gun, which is pretty much never, but you know, if there comes a time when I do, I'll have it there. So the momentary on tail switch light is a little less important than it used to be when I wasn't carrying a weapon light on my gun. So now this guy, instead of a clicky tail switch, this is a magnetic tail stand, which it comes in really handy for normal everyday flashlight type use. It is a side switch here and has 500 lumen output and I believe 3 or 4 different modes from like less than 1 lumen up to 500 lumens. Has strobe and a timer and some other really cool features. So you probably know by now that I really like Leathermans, primarily Leathermans that can accommodate this bit kit. So I'll go into it a little bit, but these bits are basically interchangeable and you get a little bit kit which has basically every bit you could ever need for 15 bucks. And I just have them everywhere. I have them in like every bag. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll see them in my kit. Range kit, EDC kit, get home bag, everywhere. I have these things everywhere. So this one is basically just a Leatherman, a fancier version that my wife got me for my birthday. So pretty spendy for this Damascus steel blade, but essentially, other than the blade, it is a Leatherman Skelletool CX. And the CX, other than being a different color and having this little carbon fiber part here, is basically just a regular Skelletool. So it's pretty nice. Has a knife, bottle opener, bits which are interchangeable, and you can get, you know, any kind of bit basically here. Pliers, which are, you know, nothing special, but kind of some needle nose pliers that I use quite a bit, honestly, and some wire cutters here, and has one more bit storage right here, so this guy can come out, and then you can swap out to the flathead or whatever. So this is really versatile tool. Pretty slim, has a pocket clip, pretty lightweight for what it is, and just really, I've been carrying Skelletool now for almost since they came out, and I have switched off to other dedicated knives and missed my multi-tool functionality. So there's a lot of other multi-tools on the market, and some that I even like better for general features like a multitasker, but they're just too big and clunky for me to carry around every day, so I'm still sticking with my Skelletool. So this is a great EDC option. Use the bottle opener, which is really great all the time. So an EDC tool that has a blade that has a lot of other functionality. You use screwdrivers all the time too, so a really great option if you're a guy that fixes stuff, opens bottles, needs pliers, any of that kind of stuff. I love having it on me. I use it multiple times every day, like all the tools. Wallet is this Mastermind Collective, and it's a pretty slick design here, and I really like minimalism and metal. So this is an aluminum wallet where the cards slide out here. You can slide them out enough, so I'm trying to do this without showing my credit card number or anything. So you can slide it out enough here on the back to where you can slide this in most credit card machines. And they have another orientation one where the cards can slide out the top. And I have, looks like 5 cards in here right now. A couple credit cards, debit card, driver's license, concealed carry permit, and you can also fit some cash in here. So nice, sleek, pretty cool design on this guy. And yeah, if you want to be cool, you could have a multicam credit card as well. So phone is a Galaxy S6 here in a Magpul case. There's not really much to this phone. I don't really want to do a phone review. And I actually did a Magpul phone case review. So if you want that, maybe I'll link to it down in the description below. Chapstick, whatever. Like I said, a couple defensive blade options. I don't carry a defensive blade every day, so it's not an everyday thing for me. Sorry, I'm having trouble focusing here. Here we go. So either a Cricut Fultz Minimalist, and they have these in different blade patterns. This is the Tonto, and I just really like Tonto blades a lot for how they look, but also they have some pretty good functionality as well. So Fultz Minimalist, and it doesn't have a clip on the sheath right now. I'm kind of trying out a few different options, so I don't carry it like this. I carry it with a clip or a loop or something. Or the K-Bar TDI, which everyone kind of knows and loves. This guy, which is a great defensive blade. But again, I don't always carry these. Always carry my gun, but I don't always carry a knife, and I'm sure I'll hear about that in the comments. So gun is a Glock 19. I still love my Glock 26, but it has no weapon-mounted light capability. So I did a review straight up of the XC1, which is a great light. I think it's nearly perfect in every way, except that using it one-handed, there's no way to turn it on, constant on with one hand. So if you want more info on an XC1, I made a whole review on it. And I'm still really happy with it. Love the controls. If it had a constant on activation with one hand, it would be a perfect light in my mind. But it's just sleek, small. You can carry it AIWB without much extra bulk. This has a Cerakoted slide, some work done to it. Has a Trijicon RMR in there, and some stippling. But you know, if I don't have like a bone stock Glock 19 actually, and if I did, I might carry that instead of this RMR stippled version, because I don't really like carrying stippled guns. And RMR is nice, and there are some benefits to it, but it gets dusty real easy down in here when I'm carrying it. And I don't know, I don't think it's a necessary thing for a defensive handgun. I know people are going to ask me the questions, oh, do you think it's necessary for a defensive handgun, or what are the pros and cons? There's some pros, not really many cons if you have if you're running backup irons. So if the optic goes down, you still have your irons, and then obviously in a defensive shooting, you're probably doing mostly point shooting, kinesthetic shooting. So I just went for the Glock 19 because it's winter now and I have a little more room and can carry a bigger gun than a Glock 26 without really any problem, because I'm usually wearing layers and sweatshirts and stuff. And like I said earlier, big reason is because I can carry the weapon-mounted light now. So like I've mentioned in a few videos, I'm married now, so I'm out on walks and doing a lot of stuff outside in dark conditions. So that's why I kind of upped my flashlight to a higher lumen count flashlight with more functionality, as well as up my gun to a gun with a weapon-mounted light. So I shoot a Glock 19 a little better than the Glock 26 also. Reloads are a little faster, draws are a little faster. But if a Glock 26 had a rail on it with a small light that would fit, I'd probably still be carrying it over my 19, and I'll probably switch back to my 26 in the summer when daylight hours are longer. So that's that. It's in this holster. This is actually the first prototype for the XC1 holster that I made. So it's gone through some revisions by now. And I do make and sell holsters. People ask me all the time. I'll put a description, a link to my email address. So if you're interested in a holster like this, shoot me an email. It's really great design, and I can give you more information about it. But yeah, and that is basically my EDC. Just wanted to make it pretty quick. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. Also, this isn't really EDC, but this is my wedding ring is this little silicone guy here in camouflage, because you guys know I like camo. So if you are a ring wearer or need a ring that doesn't get in the way for workouts or running guns or whatever, and just won't give you a ring avulsion, these are nice little options. Really cool, cheap, 20 bucks. So you can get them in different colors or whatever. So that's what I've been wearing, kind of, because they're pretty nice. All right, and that is pretty much all I carry on a daily basis. Some days I'll carry a little more, some days, well, I'll never carry less. So this is the minimum. I'll always have this on me. Sometimes I'll carry a little more, but yeah. If there's anything you think I should add to my on-body EDC, feel free to let me know in the comments. I carry a lot more stuff in an EDC bag, backpack, which I actually just did a video a few weeks back on. So if there's stuff you think I should carry on my body that I don't have, feel free to recommend it in the comments. And yeah, like I said, feel free to ask questions. Thanks.